Making their way to the red corner. Out of Harrisburg, North Carolina, please welcome Ryan Ferguson! Remember, we can't have lights on cameras. Lights on cameras, please. If you're recording or taking pictures, you gotta take your light off.
Two debuting fighters coming your way. This one is Ryan Ferguson from the highly talented, highly experienced Team Rock Harrisburg. Not too far from here, and they certainly have a lot of work ahead of them tonight.
Heavyweight matchup.
And his opponent out of Concord, Thai boxing out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Please welcome Mark Spence!
Heavyweight fighters also have heavy hands.
Mark Spence from that Conquer Thai boxing team, he has a teammate, Anthony Campbell, the Mad King, fighting for a title in our kickboxing main event. Let's see if we can get their team off to a good start here tonight against the also debuting Ryan Ferguson in the red.
Well, they must have been good sparring partners because they're both heavyweights.
Yeah, absolutely. I assume so.
Ooh, good check hook there.
Yeah, Ferguson landed a beautiful step-in check hook there.
Ooh, very nice combo there from Spence. Ferguson kind of moving his head off center line, looking for a moment to come in. Spence really likes these check hooks and then a check shovel hook. There it is again.
That was beautiful.
Ferguson's headgear seems to be a little loose.
Yeah, that's not great headgear.
And it's difficult to fight when you're constantly trying to readjust.
Like it barely has a strap underneath it. Yeah. There's a lot of tape underneath that headgear.
Yeah, I've watched him try to like readjust it multiple times already. Ooh,
thunderous body kick.
Body shot from
Spence. Spence is putting out some nice volume for a heavyweight.
I agree. He knows his body awareness quite well.
Ooh!
Really good combos again off of the check hook from Spence. And a jab right down the center that has Ferguson readjusting his headgear again. Overhand from Ferguson.
Oof. Great first round there for Spence, who put out a lot of heavyweight volume and is still not even breathing hard in the corner as he comes for some advice from Coach Justin Wilson.
Spence found a lot of success leading with that check hook and then finishing with a combo right after. I was very impressed by what I saw.
I don't know many heavyweights that can deliver 5-6 shots inside of one combo and be ready to throw another one.
And Spence choosing to stand here, Ferguson on the stool. Again, sometimes there's no rhyme or reason to that, so just interesting to see the differences. And the doors are locked. Round 2 commences. Oh, Ferguson this time with a hook and then a cross that makes connection.
He had to, right? Like you would think that he.
And then Spence just absolutely annihilating him with the check hook combos.
Yeah, you would have to just assume that he needed to come out with like some big volume here. He needed to like kind of show up and put a statement on Spence.
Yeah, enough that referee Wayne Spinola stepped in there. All right, and the fight will continue after that brief little stoppage.
Oh, Ferguson fires again. He's leading these exchanges here in round 2.
Now that he's throwing combos, a lot more success. A lot of times you see heavyweights throw those one and done shots. Both fighters respecting each other's hands a little more now. Oh, good uppercut from Spence.
Bounced his head with that one.
I worry about that headgear. Ferguson keeps having to readjust
Yeah,
it.
You've got enough stuff to worry about in a fight, right? You don't need to be fighting with your gear as well.
It's so important to be comfortable in the ring or the cage. And every time you're readjusting, your hands are not where they need to be. If you're readjusting, you're not striking. Good knee from Spence there in the clinch. Lands a couple and throws an uppercut on the break as Ferguson readjusts again. And Spence with the check hook. See if Ferguson can land some of those combos he had success with earlier in this round.
Oh. See, this round's a lot more even. It's a lot closer to even.
Definitely. A much closer round than the first.
Either guy, I think, could take it in the last 10 seconds.
Right, if these last few seconds are so crucial when you hear the clappers go off.
That's when the judges are holding their pencils.
Yeah.
They're like literally got their fingers on the pistols.
So when it's a close fight, the last thing they see is who they're going to sway it towards, which is why we may saw some closer fights earlier.
Yeah,
that's what
absolutely.
I'm thinking. Because they, it was the last thing they saw, so they might have just gave it to the other person because of that.
One round left, and we keep saying it every fight. It feels like it's cliche, but it could be 1-1 going into this. I think Spence may have made a statement at the end of that last round, but you never know with these judges. So, especially in a heavyweight fight, one punch can change everything.
Yeah, and that's why often you don't see heavyweight fights go the distance.
Right.
It's not a common thing. Last round, Ferguson came out with combos right off the gate. So he does find a 1-2 down the middle. Oh, good catch there by Spence.
Right on the back of the knee was that kick, too. Those really hurt.
Yeah, you don't got to tell me that, Dylan.
When all of your weight is on your knee like that, yeah, it makes me cringe.
Good right hand to a tee. Spence looks like he really has Ferguson hurt here.
Yeah, Spence seemed to hurt him with that step in.
It's so important as a fighter when you recognize that, and those kicks also looking like they're starting to hurt him. Ferguson did come back with a strong right hand there, though. It just unfortunately didn't find its mark. Man, it's so hard. There's like 1 minute left. Fighters really, Spence's corner recognizes that Ferguson's kind of little soft on that leg.
He's frozen, yeah, he's frozen.
They're telling him to go for that leg, and they're 100% right. Because he is starting to show some favoring on the other leg now. And that just shows when you have good coaches who really recognize what they're seeing.
Yeah, Ferguson actually appears to be the fresher, less tired fighter, but he's just really fearful of getting hit with another one of those big checks.
And I will say, I am impressed both their fighters do have pretty good cardio. They are heavyweights, and they do look better than some other fights
They look
we've
on the
seen.
smaller side for heavyweight, though.
They do. And then, but they definitely don't look as fatigued as one might think. That was a pretty decent combo from Spence, and then his leg gets caught up on the shoulder of Ferguson.
Leg flexibility for a heavyweight as well.
That's for sure.
He was bouncing on one leg in a Sulov stretch type position. Don't think I can do that.
And that'll do it for this heavyweight bout.
Nice little heavyweight scrap there.
Especially for debuts.
I agree. I mean, you come from two really good gyms, so not a surprise that it was such a good fight. But, man, they got to get Ferguson some better headgear.
Agreed. That definitely worried me a little bit. You know, I don't know these fighters personally, but I care.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to just, you know, be hurt. We want you to be maybe knocked out, but that's about the extent of the harm we wish upon you.
That looks like a good mouse over Spence's left eye.
Yeah, only going to get worse, too, as the night goes on.
You can kind of see it swell up from the side here. You don't even notice that, though, always during the fight. There's been times I've looked in the mirror after a fight and been like, when the heck did that happen?
Right, yeah. When you're in there, the adrenaline, everything else, especially in your debut, imagine the nerves and the adrenaline going on.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, I know that very well. But I remember I was just so happy to be in the cage. Kind of trumped all my other feelings.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision. With a unanimous decision, your winner out of the blue corner, Mark Spence.
Big Spence picks up the win. Not too surprising. I did think he had that at least 2 rounds to 1, if not 3-0. These judges seem to be getting on the same page now.
Yeah, now I'm definitely more in agreement with the way they've been calling it. And definitely an impressive debut from both fighters.